Hi friends, this is Sanjay Barnwal. Today I am going to talk on segregation of duties, in short SOD. And what do we understand when we talk about SOD violations? I'll also share my knowledge about one SAP tool which helps us to generate different types of reports relating to roles, authorizations, profiles, and change history, of course. So let's go. What is SOD? SOD is the concept of having more than one person required to complete a task. So, effective SOD in an organization is intended to prevent fraud and error. For example, a user who has access to create a vendor master data and he also makes payment is a violation of SOD. What we need to do is identify some sensitive and critical control, and then create four eyes check. So basically same person should not be doing two critical activities like creation of master data and making payment, or creation of purchase order and doing goods receipt. So when you don't have this SOD in your organization, so what can happen? Misappropriation of assets, misstated financial statements, improper use of funds, or modification of data which can go undetected for long. See, these are some of the examples of segregation of duties, and this is not exhaustive list. I have just written like few examples where we should have a segregation. One person should not be doing all these things. For example, a person creating vendor using these transactions in SAP should not be doing post automatic payment F110. Likewise, a person creating purchase order using ME21N or should not do goods receipt for PO using MIGO transaction. So he should not have these two combination of transactions authorization ME21N and MIGO in his user ID. Likewise, a person who creates a purchase order or contract should not do goods receipt and also post invoice transaction. So we need to see like a person having all these three authorizations in SAP is a clear case of SOD violation. Similarly, a person having non-PO vendor invoice posting authorization FB60 or MIRO, and also he makes payment F110 or F-53. So then again it will be a SOD violation. Likewise, a person having open posting period OB52 access or FB01 journal voucher posting. So this is again a SOD violation. So we should avoid as much as possible in this type of combination of transactions authorization given to one person. Let's talk about SAP tool which gives us lots of reports related to roles, authorizations as I spoke. So the tool is coming with the transaction called SUIM, SUIM. This is a very important tool in the hands of auditor. SUIM, a powerful tool in auditor's hands. Transaction SUIM is a very powerful tool to analyze SAP authorizations given to users. Analysis can be done with respect to any of these categories. You want to check a specific user, like what are accesses he has been given, so you can do that. You also want to know like one particular transaction, for example MIRO, or a role has been given to which user or group of users, that also you can check. You also want to see changes made in a role or user master data, so that also can be tracked through this transaction. You can do further detailed analysis at the authorization objects level. So let's see how SWIM helps us in getting giving us all these types of information. This is the SWIM transaction screen. So you see it has got user level information, roles level information, profiles level information, authorization objects, then transactions. You can do comparisons. Then also this is where usually change documents. Change documents is nothing but like, it will show you the history. So we'll come to that. So let's start with user. Within user, you can do these many types of analysis with respect to a user. You can check users by address data. You can do complex analysis of different users or group of users, individual user. You can also do critical authorizations analysis for users. I'll try to explain some of the important contents of these sub selection screen, not all, but will explain which I feel is useful from auditor perspective or a consultant perspective. So users by complex selection criteria. So I want to know, like, dialogue users, user who can log into a SAP system, they are called dialog users. So I will select under user type dialog, and then I want to see like who are the users having SAP all access. So I'll select this and then I'll go to roles or profiles tab. You see here, I'll show you in the next screen. There are, you can see there are many other options also. User logs, password log. So any of these section you can choose for your reporting analysis. But let's see first uh, users having SAP all access, how I can get the report. So as I said, I had selected first dialog users in the logon data. Now in the roles or profiles tab, I am selecting SAP all. So profile name SAP all. So all the users will be displayed who has this profile. So see here, it shows me 17 users are having SAP all access. See here, user type A, which is a dialog user, profile name SAP all. So based on this, then you can explain to your client that okay, you are having such a huge number of users having SAP all, which is very critical access and should be removed immediately. Now let's see some other analysis of the roles. So first I told you about user. Now I am in the roles. As we can see in the roles also, we have multiple choices to generate different reports. Roles by complex selection criteria, by role name, role assigned to a user, so that also you can evaluate. Likewise, there are a lot of things can be checked here. So let's go. So what I have selected is roles by complex selection criteria. So here you can see there are so many options available for us to do the analysis. So we can select one specific role and then execute to see some important information by giving this selection, further selection screen. So I want to know, for example, FB01 is available on which role. So in this transaction code field, I can enter FB01 and then execute it, or I can enter a role and I can ask for whether this role contains FB01 or not. So execute it. Then it will show me, roles which has got this FB01 transaction or any other option. Likewise, I can also say like, object, authorization object level. So I will say that, okay, bookers, which is equivalent to company code, bookers equal to 1000. Show me all the roles which has got this bookers authorization. Likewise, or I can check for the debug related, developer should not have a debug authorization. So I can check on the object, so whether anyone is having debug authorization or not. So again, in the roles, you can do all these types of analysis and system will generate the report for that with that respect. After roles, then it gives you options to generate the report with respect to profiles. Again, within profiles, you see it has got again lots of options: profiles by complex selection, profile name or text, profiles containing what types of roles, authorizations, likewise. So let's see what profiles by complex selection criteria. As you can see in as you know, profile can be composite profile or single profile. So you can select a particular profile and generate the report what you are looking for. Then next, in SUIM you have authorization based different reports, authorization objects based different reports, and transactions based different reports. So selecting any of these report, you can get you what you are looking for. Next, after these are comparisons. This is another very useful report, I would say, useful part of SWIM, which you can use to compare. Like you want to compare user A with user B and see, like, what differences they have. So two persons are in the same department, so whether they have a similar access or one person is having more access than the other, that you can check. Similarly, role, you can compare role A with role B. What are the different types of authorization one role has got compared to role B. Then in the where used list, this is another interesting option. In the where used list, you can see, okay, for roles in, you want to see like this role is contained in which users, profiles in users, profiles available in which roles, likewise. So all these things you can use for your investigation or reporting purposes or analysis purposes. Finally, change document. This is I would say, from auditor or consultant perspective, one of the most facilitating options available in the SWIM transaction. Here you can do lots of analysis with respect to users, roles, profiles. Let's go further. See, this is a screen for the change related to users. So here I can do the analysis with respect to user created option, user deleted option. So you see here, under user attributes, all these different options are available. So I can give a date range and system will show me all the users who have been created from a particular date to a particular date. Likewise, user, suppose a person has left the organization and you want to see whether his user ID got deleted when he left the organization or it took lot of time. So you can do that type of analysis from using this screen. So it can be then highlighted to the client, like, okay, users who have left the organization, their user ID did not get deleted for a particular period of time, and that report will come from here. Similarly, if you want to see, like, user had got some access changed, so that also you can get it from here in the roles and profiles tab. Now this is related to roles, changes in roles. So as you see, you can assign user and the role name, and then you can see who has changed the role, particular role. You can also select a date, like you want to see from a particular date range what type of roles were, which are the roles which got changed. So you can do all these analysis from role administration. Display change for role administration. This is another one, display change documents for role administration. We saw three options of, see here, role assignment, which was related to user role assignment, then for role itself. So this is the user and the roles which was assigned to him and what changes have happened or when the role was assigned. Those type of analysis you can do from here. And in this screen you can do the role itself, analysis on the role itself, like when the role was created or when the role got deleted, which new transactions got added in a particular role, transactions, authorization related data you can check. So basically again it's a change history. So as a consultant or as an auditor, you would like to know when a particular transaction was added in a specific role if something happens and you want to do analysis. So that's all friends. I hope SWIM and SWIM transaction will help you a lot in doing your analysis with respect to roles assignment, change history, and how the access has been given to a particular user or group of users. There are a lot of things to explore in SWIM, and I believe SWIM is indeed a very powerful tool in the hands of auditors. Thanks for liking my video and enjoy watching.